Hello everyone. The game audio is a little loud. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Actually, it may not be super loud for you because it's already down on my OBS. Hello everybody and welcome back. I am back. It's me. I was in California, a land with great amounts of sun and a gigantic mouse. I was in Anaheim. That's where Disney is. So, I had a very good time. I got to be around a lot of humans, which is a plus for me when they're people I like. I am one of these rare extrovert writers, which means that the last 3-ish years have been frequently miserable for me due to lack of getting to see people who aren't my neighbors from a distance. So that was a really good time for me. I had 3 very good panels. I moderated one and spoke on 2 more. And I got to meet a bunch of new people who were very cool. And that was very fun. I bought the Zelda game and played it on almost all of my second flight home. So from Denver to BWI, for about 3/4 of that flight, I was able to play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And that was great. Especially helpful because Southwest's seats are not very large, and so unless you have 3 small people sitting next to one another, it gets crowded. I count myself as a fairly small person, but many people are not small people for a bunch of very good reasons, and so it's uncomfortable. Not a fan. So we're going to play more Darkest Dungeon. I believe I have turned off the Call of the Lamb extension, so that shouldn't be getting in the way anymore. Looks like I have a journey to continue, so I think I'm going to do begin new journey. Well, let's jump into this one just in case I might have been on a good tear. So my plan for today is we'll pick up wherever this is, but probably go to the beginning of a journey and then play ideally a whole run until I die, and then maybe a little bit more. I don't know that I'm going to go 3 hours today, but I would like to go closer to 2 than to 1. Because I may have to go and do some grocery shopping when Meg gets home, because I wasn't able to do all of that yesterday due to forgetting my wallet, because I don't generally take my wallet with me on dog walks, and I work from home, which means I frequently do just not have my wallet in my pants. And then when I go to the grocery store, I need my wallet. So I got through, 40 minutes of a Target shopping trip, got into line, and then realized I didn't have my wallet. I tried to pull up my Target credit card on my phone, and that did not work at all in a very frustrating way. Could not get it from the internet. Could not get it from the Target app. Somehow, I have a Target account and a Target Red card, and they don't know each other exist. And so when I got the Target app downloaded, and went, okay, give me this information. Like, what? No, the only credit card we have on file is something from 12 years ago. So I apologized to the cashier several times and to the people behind me, and just drove home, got my wallet, and then went to Safeway to do the rest of the groceries, because I was very frustrated. But there was stuff that we needed for today, to be able to have the kinds of meals that we want. So that was annoying. I did all of my unpacking yesterday, which is very uncommon for me. Usually it takes me 3 or 4 days to unpack after a 4 or 5 day journey. So I may have just used up all of my brain, and then that's why I forgot my wallet. But I did get to rewatch the D&D movie yesterday with Meg and our friend Lothar, and that was very fun. I like that movie. I look forward to buying it on Blu-ray or 4K or whatever, and just having it because it's on the Paramount app. And for the most part, we have a subscription to Paramount so that we can watch Star Trek, and that's not enough of a justification to have the account 12 months of the year. So I think after the Strange New World season ends, I will probably unsubscribe from Paramount until either there is new Lower Decks, or there is new Strange New Worlds, or potentially some other Star Trek thing. I don't know that the Section 31 thing will be enough on its own for me to resubscribe, because I'm not a big fan of Section 31 anyway. Because it's like, what if CIA for the Federation? I'm like, no. What if I didn't want anything to do with them? Because that's what I want, is nothing to do with them. That's all of that. I brought a bunch of books with me with the hopes of selling them at the event, because in past years there have been big signings and there's been some outreach to local fan communities to bring people in and do signings and things like that. Autographing was different at the Nebulas this year, and some corners of the Trickverse just aren't for you. Yes, they are not for me. I am excited that there will be more Star Trek with Michelle Yeoh in it, because Michelle Yeoh is amazing. I'm glad that Everything Everywhere All at Once won the Ray Bradbury Award at the Nebulas. I'm very happy for all of the winners. I was somewhat sad that Citizen Sleeper was not on the game writing list, but so it goes. I was glad that it was an all only one kind of thing. I think the game writing award at the Nebulas, because this was the 4th time it's been awarded, that I think the Nebula voting membership is still figuring out what we want from that category, because game writing includes TTRPGs, theoretically, technically board games and card games, and video games. So there, the very first year it was like Bandersnatch, the Netflix Choose Your Own Adventure thing, and then 4 or 5 games from Choice of Games, which is like they're video games, mostly like visual novel type things, but not a ton of visuals, in at least the ones that I've seen. But that can be on like app or on desktop, and those are cool. But it was, Bandersnatch and then 4 or 5 of those in a year where there were video games and TTRPGs. And there's definitely some challenge to having a category that's that broad. And with a small voting pool like the Nebulas has, I think popularity has a disproportionately large impact in categories where the votership is not already really, really conversant. The Nebula's votership is most conversant in fiction. Short fiction, long fiction, the in-between forms, short story, novelette, novella, novel, and then we have the YA/middle grade award. So something like Bandersnatch has a great chance of winning because it's a Netflix thing and it was very popular. And so I was very happy when Hades won, but Hades was also a very popular game. Over a number of years, I hope that the Nebula votership and the SIFWA membership, that is kind of the larger group from which the Nebula votership is drawn, learns more about all the different types of game writing, from TTRPGs to video games and other forms like that, so that we can be really confident that these awards reflect informed perspectives. And ideally, I would love for this to be a thing where game companies of all types get really excited about being a Nebula nominee. Maybe not to the degree of being like a Game Awards nominee or something like that, but I would love for the Nebula Award for game writing to be something that game writers are really like actively lobbying for and wanting to make sure that the companies that they work with are pushing for consideration. Because my general theory of awards is an advocacy theory, where often I want awards to highlight work that is exceptional and underappreciated, because the work that is exceptional and massively commercially successful, you have money. You've gotten money. If you have something that is critically beloved but not selling very well, those creators or that creator may not get to make more things that are critically beloved, but financially not as successful. And so an advocacy model of awards brings attention to works that are underappreciated or that are where critical success did not necessarily translate to financial success for that project, bringing attention to it, ideally selling more copies so that there is greater financial success, and making it easier for those creators to get that next opportunity by holding up this critical acclaim. This video game from this small independent company was a finalist for the Nebula Award for game writing. And so that's a great show of confidence in this team. And so, new publisher, why don't you, you should definitely give us this financial support and the distribution support that you have. So that's my short bit on my advocacy theory of awards. So now let's jump back into the game. I got this. Okay, this is continue journey. We're at the very, very beginning, right? Because this, this is covered. So you see that wagon over there? That's the wagon from the last time I played this game. So that is that. So we are at the beginning of a run. So we're going through.
Forward now into oblivion's inky embrace.
This is the meta progression stuff. How many candles? We have 6 candles. Not so many because I think we didn't get very far in the last one. We have the runaway. We don't have the occultist yet, and we don't have the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter is interesting because they only show up at the inn. So when one of your winner characters dies, the bounty hunter can show up as kind of somebody to fill your team. Unshakability, +5 death resist. All right, let's get a path for the grave robber. Let's get this and that for the runaway. I think I want to try the runaway this time. That's all of my things, so we can embark.
Such implements will serve us well.
All right, and we come to the scenario choice. Since I have not beaten any of the scenarios, we just have the one choice.
Your sanctum.
Denial.
Adrift in this bituminous nightmare.
Bituminous. That's a word I don't know.
Commonalities between the mythos of ancient cultures was not a new area of study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern. The crossroads. A place between places.
I'm just going to look that word up real quick. Bituminous. Of, containing, or of the nature of bitumen. I don't... Black coal, I guess? Bituminous coal is a type of coal containing a tar-like substance called bitumen, or asphalt. Okay. That's... I was honestly expecting that to be something different.
Nothing remains.
Okay, well what if I put you in the front rank? Like dark and tarry rock. Yeah, I guess. It seems like it. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. So we are going to look at, so we have Wanderer here, Rogue. What are your abilities? You can be front 2, back 2. All right, so I actually want to do this because we're going to be a rogue here, and we're going to use, well, this lets me target the back row is the thing. All right, we're going to lose this and gain point blank shot because it's that front rank ability. You don't have anything unlocked. We're going to go to here, Confessor, debuffs, and token removal. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to remove Hand of Light and gain Ministrations. Emboldening Vapors. We're going to have that instead of Incision. And you are going to be... I don't want to do Surgeon because she can do healing. And I want the Plague Doctor to do the Blight. Okay. So we've learned a word today. There's not as exciting of a word as I was hoping for.
The time for denial has passed.
But we're doing the denial scenario.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
No, I want it to stay nice summer. Don't become bad summer. Bad summer in Baltimore lasts forever and it makes me sad.
Your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
Alright, so we got block. I'm going to go ahead and use this gas to make these folks less likely to hit. Ooh, boo, got me Blight. Check this out. Bam! Point blank shot.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
And let's see. Smoke screen. Target. They gain combo and blinded. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's burn you. You get a riposte, but you took a stress. Block, and no blight. Alright. Let's judge you. No, not very much damage. Okay, and then horror is... oh, you know what? We don't have much stress management in this group. That could be a problem. I'll have to look for upgraded abilities and see if any of them do stress management. Alright, I can shoot you. That got a stress back. And I can do that. That got you. Okay. Well, getting criticals can reduce stress. So that is a positive. Let's blight you so that you're going to take damage over time. Burn to death there, which is good. Nice searing strike. And let's... cure you, because that might improve our relationship.
Welcome relief.
No.
From caustic agony.
Boom. Okay, only 2 stress here, 1 stress here. That's not the worst.
The one pleasant in the
We get the mastery, we get our relics and rural riches. It's like the, was it 30 Rock bit about the rural juror? Rural juror. Fun with accents. The mountain. See, it's got 2 peaks because this is Darkest Dungeon 2.
The fire is lit.
All right, 2
The
candles.
table is set.
We got this person.
Inn awaits its favorite
Healed to
guest.
50%. -1 stress. So, Bonnie has 1 stress remaining. Where are we going
Many
next?
forks in the road.
In Icon of the Light, if rank 4, plus 2 healing dealt.
Unbowed.
Consecration skills, melee skills, Fog of War. Alright, I would love to get candles, so we're going to go to the Sprawl. The Sprawl involves a bunch of people that do fire damage, so her doing fire is not going to be as useful because these enemies are probably going to have good fire resist. But let's take a look at Bonnie's moveset and see what happens when we get abilities upgraded. So, Searing Strike becomes 4 to 7 with 10% crit. with more burning. Firefly is a ranged attack that does fire. Smokescreen will give the target combo 2 blinded and 1 vulnerable. Run and hide will give her stealth and move back 1, upgraded heal 3, and Hearthlight removes stealth from all enemies, and on upgrade it ignores blinded, so if she is blinded it removes stealth from enemies and removes blinded from allies. Okay. So let's upgrade this for this next round. Let's upgrade point blank shot, absolutely. And then let's take something that combos or that benefits from combo. All right, we're going to take Battlefield Medicine because it also removes status effects from self, which is pretty great. And we're going to take a Consecration here. You have one, you have one, you have one. Let's see. Judgment, Ministrations. This gives you resistance. I think I want a damage ability for her. So let's go ahead and take Searing Strike, even though the fire is not going to be as great for us. We have the Radiant Flame. We go to the Wainwright. So every time you lose the game, the Radiant Flame gets a little bit stronger. So it kind of gives you more and more buffs until you win a scenario, which I think is a very fun way of doing things. A little bit like the God mode in Hades, where you get more and more of a buff every time you fail a run up to a maximum. Gain on miss, turn start. Bonus healing received. So this could be good because I have an ability that removes blinded from allies. I don't have enough to get Flapjacks, which is a bummer because, I mean, Flapjacks. Let's see, I want something that will give contraption items. Ooh, contraptions. Woven items. Heal. All right, so we want some stress resist or some stress relief. We're going to take burn resist, shovel enemy party, and potentially stun. Heal, heal, stun resist. Pipe weed. So it makes you slow because it's weed. I don't want to lose crit. Fire resist would be pretty good though.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
All right, let's take just one of those. We're going to go back to here, and we're going to give you one of these. We're going to give you some of that, and we're going to make you resistant to fire. We're going to give you this stress management. All right. To the sprawl! I like this, like, looking to what you're facing animation here. So the sprawl is like a messed up city. As we can see here, everything is burning.
Behold.
All right, so our goal is avoid the watchtower.
Ruined.
So anytime there is an unknown place, it could be a watchtower. So if we go here, we will have an unknown place that we have to go to. So we could go to here, and then maybe we'll have scouted that. If we go here, we'll get resistance encounter, but then 2 unknowns. I want to go to a hero shrine because that lets you unlock abilities, and I find that part really fun. So we're just going to accept that we may have a risk later on with a unknown node. I don't know about a full run through. I want to do, like, take this session run as far as I can. So, you know, I want to play for probably 2, maybe not 3 hours, but this is, I want to do more than the, like, very short stream that I did last week, because that was just a stream before travel. And now I'm back, and I had yesterday to mostly rest.
Runaway. Chapter 1. The Pigs of St. Martha's.
And don't worry about being late or whatever. It's nice to have you whenever you can make it.
Her pious caretakers had marked her.
Oh, I have played this one in
Tonight, she would escape their cruelty at last.
when it was in early access. All right, so I'm gonna hide, so I can't be found, right? Okay. So because I was stealthed, I didn't get got that time. Okay, well, I guess I will tiptoe. And I can tiptoe again. Het lag. I like het lag as a bit. Well, I don't know that this is gonna work for me. I think I lost. Did I lose?
It is a difficult thing to face.
Okay, I lost, so I didn't get an ability. Well, that,
to reconcile with it.
I think I either had very bad luck or that's harder than it used to be. So, Hoarder, I do have, what do I have? I have 43 monies. Or unknown. I will get a fight there. Alright, let's go ahead to the Hoarder. Because we'll get to buy stuff. Maybe some fire removal specials. We will have a street fight.
Worst kind of parasite. Opportunists.
Okay, so you have some burn resist. Not the most, but some. That's a good hit. And you got the burn. Very nice. Okay. I mean, you have 11 hit points, 4 to 8, 15% crit. This might kill you. No. But it's going to make you pretty vulnerable to that fire. Let's blind you, because you do nasty things. And we're going to consecrate here to protect Bonnie. You got the block, but you got bled. And miss because of that token, which is excellent. Oof. Alright, so you've got 3 bleed on you here. Yep, that's going to be bleed. You're going to take 3, and you have 3. Let's go ahead. Oof, 24 damage. Amazing. Lil got a stress heal on the crit, which is great. And let's see, you have to be farther back to get to use that, so let's hit you for some burn. And now let's Battlefield Medicine on Dismas to get rid of that bleed. He gets a counterattack, which is great. And let's Judgment on you. I need to upgrade that attack, because I do end up using it a lot, since it can hit the back ranks. Okay, got some defense on that. Let's burn you a whole bunch. Alright, you're going to take 6. Now I can shoot you, because I'm in the second rank. And we'll go ahead. Oh, miss. Let's go ahead and do this again. Oh, missed. Or resisted. Okay. Will I get to go first? I will. Let's shoot you. There we go. Okay. Not too bad in that road fight. We still have the Hoarder ahead. We are now getting to the point where my computer is chugging sometimes. On that, so that was computer lag, not internet lag. So I'll have to look at my settings. It may be that it's an optimization question, or it may be that this game wants a beefier PC than I have anymore. I did do some upgrades on this PC last year, but most of its guts are from 2020, which is now, I suppose, a little ways ago. We have 29 baubles. I don't recall all of the guts information, and if I tried to pull it up, it would just like show on the computer, and I'd rather not have all my computer stuff on here. But I can go and double check. It was a quite good system at the time, but I think I only have like 16 gigs of RAM, because every time I've tried to, or when I tried to buy RAM and install it, it just did not take. And I don't know what I was doing wrong. So I think I returned that RAM. I think I did. So at some point I might get another set of RAM to try to upgrade it and maybe tweak one other thing to give this computer another, I don't know, couple of years would be great. So this is Stagecoach stuff. Yeah, I have a GTX, what is it? I have a 2080, which is not, I guess it's getting toward older graphics cards at this point, because 4080 is the fancy one, right? All right, so these herbs are pretty great. Do I need any of this stuff? I do want some burn salves. 1080 is still good, they just don't tell me. Healing given and damage. No, I don't want that. I have 29 hero shrines. So these would all be for later. I'm curious about this, so I'm going to go ahead and get the mortar and pestle so that I can get poultice items in the next thing. And clear corpses. Let's get one more of those, and now we're going to equip people before we proceed. Okay, you're going to get the burn salves, and you're going to get one more laudanum. Great. And that has to be equipped by a Wainwright. And here we go. I want this map back. Thank you. And this will be a resistance counter, so we know we're going to have a fight, but there's also a road fight. So I want to, knowing that there's a resistance encounter ahead, I want to keep a closer eye on my character's hit points. Oh, it was... No, this was not a pre-built. It was built by a friend of mine who is a tech person. He actually built it the weekend before before the U.S. did. We didn't actually really do a full lockdown ever, but before the U.S. Started putting on pandemic restrictions. So that was like the last weekend I was in a store without I guess we went to the store like one time without masks because we didn't have masks yet. Like there at the very beginning. So I think
A slow dissection.
it's an I think an AMD chip, but I don't recall what the motherboard is specifically. Hey, good shot, Dismas. Nicely done. Okay, let's have some prevention here. Okay. Memory tool, Gary. Because I thought that I had gotten this exact same RAM and then installed it to the best of my knowledge, and it just didn't show up. So I know that I don't know that much about computers, is what I know. And so I can usually try a couple of things, and then I run out of knowledge and patience. Very good fight. Good job.
These nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a motherboard problem or I was installing things incorrectly or if it wasn't getting recognized, but it was active. So
To arms, though it brings no
buying
satisfaction.
another set of Corsair RAM would probably be the first smartest thing I could do. They both really wanted to not do that fight. Getting that RAM is probably the first easiest thing. Dead slots, yeah. Actually, I think I tried different slots, but I do not remember what the result was, so I can't say for sure. Rarely found for years. Well, that's the case for me for sure. Let's use this to go up and then hit you very nicely. Not quite a kill in one. Counter-Strike did it though.
Promising development.
Very nice. And you get a free dodge. This will not get rid of your stuff, right? It will get rid of blinded for us. All right. You might dodge. Yes, there you go. And let's do that for you. Added combo on this flare. Excellent. So this jerk wants to get toward the front and then do terrible things to me. I would like that to not happen. All right, let's use this on you.
Operation is the key.
And then hit you. Got some burning on there. Very nice. Resisted the burn. Ow. Stabbing. All right. We're gonna do this on you because I really need to get these block pluses off of you so that I can do actual damage. This is on cooldown. So I'm gonna hit you.
A slow
That should do it.
an unavoidable end.
Alright, I'm gonna do take aim, which gives me a crit and a dodge for the next time I do something. Dodge, very good. And now I'm gonna hit you, very good. Crit, only for 3, however, which is a bummer. Let's hit you with that. Oh, good job, Dismas. Very nice. Very, very nice. Gotta upgrade that judgment. It didn't pull. It didn't use the combo, however. You get to go. There's a pretty good chance you die. So I'm going to go ahead and let's use emboldening vapors on you. I'm curious what that will do. Good. That you died. And now you're up in the second rank. That's going to give you some kind of bonus. Yes, it gives you an attack bonus and removes your combo. Well, how about I hit you with a critical anyway? And kaboom. Didn't even get to use the strength on my Vestal. Well, these front ranks folks are doing a lot of damage.
Sweet reprieve.
I don't know how, like, they may not have a lot of durability is going to be the challenge. Oof, chug, chug, chug. Okay, now we are getting drop frames. Come on. This is the worst I've actually seen this game chug. So, if this... Ooh, bad. If this persists, we will have to quit and, like, restart the computer. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull the stream down because I have to restart my computer, and then I will pull it back up. So we'll have a part 1 and a part 2 of today's stream. This is already 46 minutes, so that's not too bad. It'll just show up on YouTube as 2 different things. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes maybe. Sorry about the computer stuff. I'll be right back.